Hello, Star Rail community. This is your old pal Mikos, and I'm actually here to tell you that most of you and most of the YouTubers trying to boycott Honkai Star Rail are actually, well, how should I put it? Not using their brain that much. Everything that has been said so far about this whole caster is having some sort of global passive that will break the game and make it pay to win is just actual bullcrap. And yes, I'm trying not to swear as much as I can because trust me, I would like to swear a lot. However, I can't because YouTube actually doesn't like that. Therefore, without further ado, let me explain what I'm trying to talk about. So Honkai Star Rail is actually a very good JRPG which we all haven't seen for a while now. Now, this is actually a gacha game if you really don't know about that. And what gacha actually means that you have to pull for characters you would like to have in your teams. Now, the problem with what's going on at this point is that some people actually don't know how gacha works. It's a free-to-play game with microtransactions, therefore it's actually a pay-to-win game at this point. The more money you put in, the better your characters will become, right? So, with that logic, how is it not a pay-to-win game at this point? The more money you put in, the faster you win. It's pay to win, right from the get-go. Yes, you can play free-to-play, but it won't be as impactful or as quick or as easy if you don't put in your money into it, right? It was always a gacha game. It was always pay to win. If you put it that way, it is pay to win because as long as you don't have PvP mechanics in the game, right? You actually don't have anything that would make you pay to win. I actually believe that at this point, if you're not able to beat the boss or MOC, or at least get to, I don't know, MOC 12, get to, not beat it, you are actually doing something wrong. It's probably not a skill issue because this game isn't about skill, it's about actual thinking and tactics. It's rather tactics than skill. And also you need to grind for your gear, right? You have to have good gear. If you don't have it, don't expect to get good results. Even if you pay a lot of money to get your Jing 1 or your casters to a very high level, to the max level even, with her light cone, even that to max, if you don't have good gear, your character will not perform as good as you expect them to perform, right? So, this game, if you want to have good results in it, you have to try, you have to grind, you have to spend your resin or whatever it is to get the best gear as possible. And if you're a beginner, don't expect to be good at this game right from the get-go. You need to grind. Everybody has to grind in order to beat the end level content if you want to beat it, right? So why are people actually calling it a pay-to-win mechanic? Because this character actually has something that every other character doesn't? Well, doesn't that actually apply to almost every Honkai Star Rail character? You need to pull for this character? No, you don't. No, you don't have to. You only have to get your teams better. You don't have to pay a single cent in order to grind. If you need actual stamina for grinding, then what's your problem at this point? I've never, and I am a day one player, I've never had to pay a single cent for more stamina in the game. Why are you telling people that it's a pay-to-win mechanic? It is never a pay-to-win mechanic. It's just the way that the game rolls. Other than that, you also need to know how your party will function in a specific combination, right? You need to know what character you need in your party. If you have the Herta, you actually need at least Herta to have them function well, or Jade, or if you have Akron, you need Jaichu, or if you have Firefly, you need to have Ruan Mei, and so on and so on. Therefore, don't blame your lack of actually trying to learn how to play this game on the studio. And I know that they need to earn as much as they can for the game to continue. But don't blame them if you're bad at the game. If you don't want to put the effort in it and you don't want to pay to get your characters better, then why are you trying to tell everyone that what they are doing is bad? Think before you act. This is a terrible mindset. You're trying to break a game that really isn't doing something out of the ordinary. It's trying to earn as much as it can for you to play it as long as possible. And if you are not a paying customer, why do you feel entitled that they should listen to you at any point? Free-to-play players are actually part of the community. That is true, but they are not the community. New game mechanics will be implied as long as the game thrives. So quit trying to blame others for your problems. Actually get to work, do as best as you can, and not just push the auto button. That's not how the game actually works. If you want to just push the autoplay button, then you have to do better. You have to prepare, you have to make your team sufficient enough to be able to beat every mode in autoplay. And if you don't have that, you need to do better. Not they need to do better. You need to do better. Anyway, that was my take on this whole topic. I really don't believe that global passives will break the game. And if you play smart, you actually don't need any global passives. I hope this was somewhat useful information for those who actually don't know how gacha games work. Have a good game and see you in the next one.
ユニゾンが響く星々の反響